Does that mean we're live?
Waiting to see. I think that might be the first thing they hear. Oh, all right, I think that is it. Posted it. Probably do.
That's right. Yeah, it definitely looks like we're live. I see myself. Do I hear myself?
YouTube it now.
Does my night? Let's see.
Live with Pro GM.
Oh man, my gain was all the way up. Does it sound better or worse?
Well now you're quiet, but I had to turn you down.
Yeah, my gain was all the way up. I'm sorry about that. Hopefully that makes.
Gonna work?
Hello, nurses. I'm not sure what that's from.
Dave a nurse?
Dave can be my nurse.
Whoa. All right. Wait, how do we pop the chat out?
Oh yes, it was Animaniacs. I haven't seen that in so long.
Say that was a hello nurse.
Yeah. Sup, dudes. Sup, gamers.
Right.
Look at all these people. We get all the people in the chats.
Yeah. If chat can even hear any music, you can let
I heard it.
Donkey Kong. All right. So we were making. Was the saloon cursed too, or is the saloon just in a cursed swamp?
I thought the saloon was just in a cursed swamp.
Okay.
But...
Double checking.
I mean, it could be anything you want it to be, buddy.
You want to have a skeleton bartender?
Well, we're going that far.
Hey, it's up to you. It's not like I have a token for that to just drop in here.
No. This is making the map. Skeleton bartender can come later, right?
Yep. That is up to the GM.
Up to the GM. All right, I'm just doing some quick posts. Let's see.
Feisted Mage and Glee and Skillium. Whispering. Music is off. Turn it up just a smidge. Even notice. What kind of wood what kind of floor would be in the kitchen?
A floor that holds people. I mean, it depends on what era we're talking about, because stone would work great.
This particular kitchen in this
Stone. I have to have music somewhere between I am deaf and I will be deaf. You know, Glee? I like that. I like that a lot. I'm gonna have to use that on my wife. I'm gonna have to use it on my wife. But I'm not deaf. That's the funny thing. She is.
Do we want torches?
She is. Yeah, I was thinking lighting. What do you want to do for lighting? We do like candles on the tables, or we could do sconces around. Now, is there like a chandelier?
How would you show a chandelier if you got
don't.
the ceiling hidden?
You just describe it.
Yeah, we got these little dudes we could put on here. Make it fancy. Fancy tavern.
Sounds like something a deaf guy would say. Speed dating lighting. I love Great Mustache. What's up, buddy?
I don't really have much in the ways of candles. It doesn't look.
No, right there. Those little white ones.
Well, yeah, we got these.
Candelabras. My wife's coming to say something. Hi. Oh, hi, Mush.
Balloons. Yeah. Well, it's Saloon Tavern, but it's in a cursed.
It's snowing outside?
Yeah.
A lot?
My picture looks like it.
Oh, you sent me a picture?
No.
Well, Discords. Well, what do we have here? What's up, Peter? We're building a saloon in the swamp, and my wife Mush just came in. A cursed swamps.
Very important.
By the way, Peter, good job the other day on Avenue Studios, putting up with all these people.
It was fun. It was very fun. Alright. So do we like each table get a can? One right in the middle?
Why not? I mean, you can't be. You got. Do me a favor. Press S and don't make those all centered.
Right in the middle.
No,
Right in the middle.
no, please no, no, please. Ow.
What if we just
No.
have a giant candle?
Like in the middle of the floor. Ah. No, I mean that's better than freaking locked to the center.
Put a little burn down.
I struggle with that.
Couple on it. Put a fan. Mostly in the.
I mean, it's whatever they found, right?
Don't get candles floating down the swamp that often.
But when you do, they're fancy.
Just never know.
Yeah, candles. Are we gonna put some like plates and forks and stuff, or
Good.
I don't know. I felt like a lot of people fought us about having food at this place.
Got a whole kitchen back here.
I know. And they're like, there wouldn't be a kitchen. I'm like, it's not your saloon. It's my saloon. I'm just kidding. Let's see. I always forget where to share this on Grimwood Games. I'm still doing sharing while you do all the work. I'm just gonna do it in the main channel. That way everybody can yell at me.
Underrated recommendation helps move map from artificial to lived in. Absolutely. Good plate color. Doesn't look.
Are you doing plastic?
Oh, they look plastic.
They do look plastic.
Ellie ones kind of look like bread. Big dough ball.
Big old ball of dough. Gotta bake it real good. I'm trying to think. So I'm working with your assets. Pewter. They're pewter plates, apparently. I have been summoned. Hi, Rex. Rex is here to cause trouble.
Got a cause?
Because I posted and then told everybody to come here and cause trouble.
Oh. Like.
Yeah. I thought you didn't. Did you? Don't you have assets? I thought you had other
I
assets.
thought I had a little more in the way of. Hey.
Oh,
Gront's
you were.
food.
You know what? You were showing me after Scront stuff. I don't know if you actually had them in uploaded yet.
Yeah, no, remember I went and got in the middle of the stream last
yeah.
time.
Yeah. That's right. Because you're awesome.
Piece of toast.
Oh.
Ass. Transparent, kind of.
Oh, it's like a display glaze. Okay, let's see.
Have an egg.
Yum, yum.
No plate.
Just an egg sitting on there.
Pastry cake.
That's funny.
And
I mean, you could just do like a couple mugs and stuff. Let's see. Pizza pie. Pizza pie.
well, okay. So, do we want this to be like a function, or is this an abandoned
Oh, interesting.
that they found in the middle of the swamp?
There's fish and bread in there, so
Yeah, that's true. It does look like.
I mean, we could erase all of that, unless there's just a guy who works in the kitchen.
That'd be interesting. No customers. Nothing.
I mean, you could leave it plain and just describe it.
Can you make it all look mold?
Twice Dead Mage said add a cheese board.
A chessboard.
Oh, chess.
I do have a chess.
I read it as cheese. I'm thinking like a charcuterie board or whatever those things are called.
I'll say, hey, you know what? I don't. It have like this fungus growing on. Like all the food and stuff still in the kitchen.
It has like mold.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have. That was from that Lost King. That
Oh,
backward.
yeah,
I
yeah,
used that Because like the map series I made with that was all about a fungus that got out of for everything.
That's so cool.
It was.
Do you ever take your maps and put them in Photoshop and just add details to them?
No, I'm not that fancy because I don't have.
Okay. Oh, okay. I mean, I said Photoshop, but I don't use Photoshop.
GIMP.
You
Rita.
called me out.
Use.
GIMP. Why, do you have a better one?
Not
Here we
Krita.
are.
I've messed with Krita, but Krita or however you say it.
Sir, you have access to Photoshop.
I
don't
know.
if is your wife talking to you or
I could probably put Glee to work on it, and she'd make it look entirely different. Super high quality.
See, you got a wife to back you up, man.
Get her to do. Pay her.
Well, pay her.
I don't have any money.
Oh, well,
Bro.
then don't pay her.
Best I can do is like make some popcorn or something.
Popcorn's good. Dude, I saw some food you were making the other day. That looked good.
Oh yeah. You didn't like what I
was that?
make.
Oh, no.
If it doesn't have like 3 cups of garlic in it, you don't want it.
Oh, we be getting some snow. Actually, I love garlic, so I understand that.
Wait.
Michelle, I do pay you. Don't make me tell it out loud and stream. I pay you in
I
kisses.
paid her too. What's she talking about? She's probably richer than all of us.
Exactly. Seriously.
Here you go. Let's put this in a minute.
Michelle, how do you know scrap makes good? Sorry, that's fine. Thank you, St. Baylor. He said that Affinity Photo 2, which actually I have used Affinity products for PDF creation. And I liked it. I think it was Affinity. Now I gotta go look. Yeah, a little chessboard. That's
Yeah,
what
I did like the idea of cards and this looks like a poke.
Yeah, that's perfect. So you know what? That's even better. Honestly, I like that better than the plates. Because the waitress would never leave the plates on the table.
Right. They only hire good help around.
Your Gleeful is asking questions.
Can I post links? I don't know, can you? Give it a shot. Affinity
Wow.
Photo 2 is a replacement for Photoshop and it's single. What was
Yeah, because
somebody-
I use Affinity Publisher for PDFs.
heard of those? So somebody it was an InDesign alternative. Somebody, I think Sovereign Discord. Yeah.
I think.
He used
it
it for
Grimwood?
his TTRPG he's working on.
Yeah, that's what I was using.
Oh, is it Affinity? Is that what it is?
Affinity has many products,
Okay.
kind of like Photoshop or
Adobe?
what's it called, Adobe. They got like a whole thing you can, and it is a one-time payment. And that's what's really cool about it. Because who wants to pay more of those thingies?
Well, you know, now you run the risk. Like these days, you buy a lifetime membership and then they just decide they don't want to do it anymore.
I know.
Yeah, we're revoking it. Cup? Couple cup.
I mean, Tails, I would love to support Adobe, but I don't make enough to. Well, I shouldn't say I would love to. Their product works well, and it is universally a tool that lots of people understand. But I don't make enough money on my products and stuff I do to use it and justify paying for it.
Lee says, highly recommend this resource for all creative tools, but there is no link, so it's gone through. Infinity is the play.
Yeah. So you're spoiled, Peter.
Oh, well, here, I'll brag. Lee not only gets the whole Adobe suite, she gets it for free. She is a Adobe community expert.
That's awesome.
Also, no link went through. If you,
You should probably make her a moderator. Dan made me.
oh, add as moderator. Managing moderator can manage blocked words and change chat modes and live. Standard moderator. Standard.
Artist wives work or rock. I wasn't gonna disclose my affiliation.
Well, I did. Send me the link in Discord and I'll post it.
My wife's an artist with words and writing.
Ooh, should we have like a weapon rack in the corner? People have to come
Like,
in,
oh, they
put your
have
sword
to
in the
put
corner.
Oh, at the door? No, no, I like that. I like that. Let's make it unique.
Okay, we might have to get rid of this table.
That's okay.
Put it right there.
I do think we need a couple of like hogs heads too somewhere.
Like, I like the idea of it being over. You have the weapon rack here, and people playing poker.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep, the head would be pretty good. Let's do that.
Thank you, hon.
GitHub.
Homie married a wordsmith. I'm not the word. Yeah, I did. You're the wordsmith. She's an editor too. She's pretty good with words. She's always correcting my grammar because I don't speak English very well.
Right.
So yeah, put a weapon rack in this corner.
Well, I was gonna find a head real quick. What do you want to? Whatever that is, a moose, or big swamp monster.
So you're not. Last time you shared screen with me, and I was able to.
Oh, did I do that? Is that what I did last time?
Yeah.
That's right.
I'm so far. I'm not far behind, but I'm a little behind. So it's.
Oh, good.
Thank you, sir. There we are.
Alright, so we could have the swamp monster.
Swamp monster, dude.
Uh,
I like that.
uh,
So that's a heck of a conversation piece.
that blue. Whatever that is. Rhino.
That's a rhino.
Okay. So yeah, I was
No,
thinking
the swamp monster's perfect. That's
this one or the green
hold on.
bighorns or
Oh, I like that one.
the blue one.
Yeah, because the bighorns almost takes up too much room. Unless you want to use the bighorn one and hang like a hat on it.
All right, now let's make this.
Whispering Wisp, we are using Dungeon Draft. Well, I'm not using anything. I'm just sitting here talking. Scrat's doing all the work.
Dungeon draft. For English makes my dyslexia bit harder. The amount of times people astronomical.
does.
Yeah. Well, English is just kind of lousy. All right, we have. Do we just have like a table over here? Because I don't know how I'm
Just
gonna.
like-
Yeah, well, I don't have a way to stack them, make them look like they're pointing up towards the camera.
Oh,
Viewer.
see.
Oh, I
should
mean,
show
you got this, right?
I need to show you my assets. Yeah. No, let's do the table. So take away the round table and
Yeah.
the chairs. Yeah, and then put a table in the corner where we can just stack goodies on. I love that.
Kind of an L thing going on.
Yeah, I do think we should do an L1. I almost would. I would almost butt the one up against the wall a little bit more, right?
So,
Only because the ergonomically, when my waitress is going through there, I want her to have as much room as she can. If she needs to go through that way. I guess she could go the other way.
this is not the ideal,
You're right.
but you know. But
That sword's huge.
I mean, a block is 5 feet, right? So,
That's supposed to be the short sword.
how about this guy? Let's play him on
just
it.
slap that one on the table.
That is a big one.
It's all about proportions, though, right? Make it. I mean, make it as big as you want to make it.
I can tempt a player.
Yeah, it's Grimwood.
Well, you know, the player's got to be able to see it. I guess this looks like the sword from a Ocarina of Time, or no, Majora's Mask. Right? You get all the masks or whatever.
What about like a flail? That's a damn machete in the table.
What happens if I just
Machete-
search weapon? There
Oh
we
yeah,
go.
there you go. Yeah, yeah. Put a nice axe.
Oh wait, I can color this.
Everybody loves a green bow, right? Oh, we're back in the Swamp Tavern. Yes, we are, Cat Lord. We gotta finish this. Are we doing around the tavern too? Like, are we doing like a whole scene?
Yeah, we're gonna have some swamp stuff going on at it.
Oh, I love it.
I don't.
Man, I really wish there was a way that we could both be working on the product at the same time. It'd be awesome. That's cool. Axes. Everybody loves a good axe, right?
Oh, here's a rack right there.
Yeah. I like what you're doing better.
Have it on top.
Perfect.
And one for the shield. Matter of fact.
Yeah, yeah. I like that.
Here's your dartboard.
Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. I love that. That's perfect. Man, now I want to go play at this tavern in real life.
Got a flail. There's your a triple flail. There you go.
That looks like it hurt. How do you even use that without getting
I was
hurt?
about to say that would hurt you more than the person you're trying to hit with it.
It's like trying to use them nunchucks. No. Or
Oh.
the three-quarter staff. You ever seen those? There's some people I've met some people that are really good with that stuff, but man,
Good bro. I like it.
maces are cool.
I can't tell you how many times I've started a Skyrim file thinking I'm going to use time and because they're just so terrible.
I love Skyrim. That's why you only use them when wearing armor. Flails are a joke. Do they wreck shields though, right? That's what flails were intended for. We're like getting around the shield and just destroying it and ripping it off their arm.
You just use a hook for that.
If I remember correctly, I have to look it up, but I thought flails were taking out shields.
That just would have been a mace's. Smash through it. Ooh,
Hi, boys. Are all 5 of my children watching this stream right now, or just the boys, the little ones brushing their teeth?
we'll put the hammer.
I was trying to find parking for his horse. You know, we could put a chair for like a bouncer who sits by the weapons.
Ah. I think we got
I'm just throwing thoughts out
the
there.
big cushy chair. with the skull on
Big.
it. Weapons check in.
I love it. You know, I'm gonna have to run us in a one-shot using this now on stream.
So the reason the other day I was saying like might be fun to have nuts invade all these other systems, just because we did that with Ironbound one time. It was in Grimwood City.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's a great idea because it can showcase multiple things, people's worlds. Like Peter's got a unique world there.
Mhm.
Tales from Elsewhere. If anybody hasn't checked it out yet, we just did it on our stream, and I know it's not out yet, but it's pretty cool. But you could showcase the utility of nuts on top of. I like that.
Yeah, well, it's not so much just to promote nuts, but it's kind of like, hey, here's how you can take a setting. Here's the setting, by the way, for this game. But you can take a setting, run it wherever you. Kind of thing. Like you're not limited.
You see what St. Baylor said?
Maybe a dummy close to the weapons where drunk people can play. That's like using your weapon in the tavern. That might be a little. But
We could put one outside.
and I have mummy. I thought I had a.
Yeah, some practice.
There's a vanilla one.
right there. I see it.
What?
Where'd it go? Scroll.
Right here?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We can put.
bro.
Oh,
But
I mean, what's the difference?
we can put one by the darts.
Is it? Do you have half arrows by any chance? You have a couple like darts sticking out of them. I guess you could put it underneath it, layer underneath it.
Yeah.
And then have like sticking out of them. I don't know why I like that so much. That's fantastic.
Oh, wait,
because sometimes
wait.
they have little competitions, right?
Oh, wait, this is even better. We got the darts,
Oh, perfect.
and we can color them. Actually, we need to look like it was going for the.
Or like yeah. You could put one in the handle. So it's like miss the.
Oh, yeah, a couple in the.
Had a little too much to drink, I think.
Yeah.
Start throwing darts. That's fun.
Like a rug or something. Dartboard. Stand on. Bro.
Yeah. No, a target spot. You want to join the stream, honey? Come here. Come say hi to everybody. Scrat's never met you.
Well, you could run nuts in just about any setting, and I know Scrat is already into Weird West, so.
This is
Hello over there.
my daughter, Madison. You're on stream. Thousands of people say hi. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'm not
Hey,
that
you wanna-
famous. He's kidding.
Go to bed. Love you.
How
That's funny.
about we have a table over? Get in the way though. I was thinking a little table where they can just put drinks while they're throwing darts and stuff.
Oh, yeah, I think just a rug. I mean, if you wanted to, you could move that one table on the left there, or at least the chairs, and that could be like, or just the chair, I guess.
Nah.
The rug.
Ow.
What's your average dartboard throwing length? Distance from dartboard regulation. What?
10 feet.
8 feet. 7 feet and 9 1/4 inches. If you wanted to be exact. Man, I didn't think it was that close. But that makes sense now that I think about it.
That's the table.
What is the weirdest things you've looked up as a dungeon master? I always love the ones. I'll just throw one out there while you're thinking. I love the ones where you're looking up like how long does it take for a body to decompose? I'm like, I get.
I don't know if I had to look up anything weird in the 2 campaigns I did. And then,
The
like, for
worst
one
is-
shots, I don't even bother something up.
Oh yeah, side effects.
I was gonna say, I know Peter's been looking up all kinds of great things for his game.
Yeah, dude. It. Who's in control? Me or the devil? I think I'm in control. A dart throwing champion. Is that from Daredevil? I don't know what that's. Is that from something? Oh, 19th century medicine. Yeah, I bet you that's been wild. I'm getting all the visitors.
Now,
Come here.
I have looked up some weird things for writing.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. Medieval birthing was a fun journey.
Oh, I bet.
Shoot, it was just a couple days ago. I spent all day looking up how glass was way back when.
Yeah. I had a player who told me I could turn bodies into gunpowder. That was my 3-year-old. Hi, Brady Litzinger. Welcome to the channel. It's not mine. It's Scrat's.
It is.
All my kids.
I
All
am
my
the
kids are coming to say goodnight to me. Sorry.
I'm the squirrel in the corner. Hello. Come aboard. How many shots of whiskey fit in a standard hit glass?
I swear it was for my game. Oh, that's a good sign.
I thought I had better glasses. I do. They're right there. Those
I think those were cups.
cups, glasses. Could spit. Able to. Oh, you know what we should have? They just have the whole bottle of.
Wood games. You probably should put a couple of darts on the table, right?
A good idea.
Cat Lord says we're planning to take over the channel. I will be a GM in a few days for the first time. Hey, what do you?
Oh.
The real question is, Brady, what are you GMing, man? Because right here, I'm a professional dungeon master. I run 13 to 40 games a week. Not really 40, but it feels like it some days.
Just days,
And
not weeks.
Oh yeah. Whispering Wisp. What is the answer to that question?
Me, it was how many different color types of blood? 5e. Oh, well, cancel the stream. Can't do it.
Yep,
Shutting down.
we're done. I'm just kidding. Hey, welcome to Tabletop RPG. So for real, man, I'm happy that you are choosing to be a GM. Is this a? Don't ban them. No, I'm just kidding. I'm so happy that you stopped in and talking with this. Are you doing it virtually or in person?
My money's on virtual.
Yeah, probably right. I'm hoping Foundry. That's why I can't mod. Wait, I thought you gave her mod powers. It's not showing up.
Can't trust her.
You should give me mod powers. In person, you were wrong.
Oh. Dang
Brady,
it.
are you doing a? I'm gonna just ask a bunch of questions to Brady. I hope you don't
That's
mind,
all
buddy.
right. I mean, hey, this was for. See, they got a professional GM. They can ask on call. So.
Cat Lord would like mods. Brady, if you're running it in person, are you using a pre-made adventure, or are you making it all yourself? I love the spilled cup, by the way. It's fantastic.
I don't know why the juice is green, but
Yeah, well, because you left the color cup green, probably, right?
well, I mean, I know that I made it green, but I don't know what.
Oh, it's swamp juice, right?
Swamp juice?
Scrap. I have some more porridge. It's been there for a while.
That's it.
That's awesome. I love that.
Never mind, the darts are wildly inconsistent in size.
That's okay.
Your own campaign. Funnily enough, I made it my goal to make a aquatic base camp. Oh man, look, my next video is going to be about an aquatic thing.
I support this. Brady, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
The best thing is you got to keep the story flowing. Don't get caught up on stuff. That's what I say. Like, it's so
Now-
easy to get caught up on research and rules, man. Just keep it flowing.
Did the question already get answered if they've been playing for a while now? Experience?
I didn't ask that.
All
yet.
right, so Brady, Blitzzinger, do you have a bunch of TTRPG experience? Have you been playing? Know how 5e works, or are you going to do what I did and get thrust into a GM position with 0 tabletop experience?
But now look at you, man.
Yeah,
You're hanging out with professionals.
that's right. I moved right up.
Move right
I
up.
surpassed everybody that taught me the rules.
Glee told me you were professional.
Hey,
Yeah.
professional liar, maybe. What do you know? What's the difference between that and a GM?
I know. I like saying. So in Pathfinder 2nd Edition, you use blind dice. So I actually roll, or they roll to me blind. And things like stealth, which I really love, them not knowing what they rolled. It creates a suspense at the table.
Been playing for some time, but I'm twisting rules here and there. Probably how
that's-
everybody plays 5e.
That's what you do. Twice Dead Mage, are you asking for what I prefer to run or what I prefer to play, or what I prefer to look for? Because I'll be quite frank, I play whatever my players or customers are willing to pay me to play or run, I should say. So, I don't. My preference is whatever they want. But realistically, when I'm playing a game, I really love open magic systems where you kind of just explain, like, kind of like Nuts, which is a fantastic system, by the way. You can do whatever you want. You can, Ironbound, Savage Worlds. You add your flavor to it, and then open legend, very much where that you're not set to like it has to be this way. If I want to make an ice wall here or an ice spike here, I love that style of DM or that style of play. Now that's just because I am a creative and I enjoy flavoring what I'm doing. Can I play it with Monopoly? Sure. DMing though, I find people struggle with creating things on the fly. Oh, thank you, St. Baylor. That is really kind of you. I appreciate that. A question for the Squirrel.
Oh, I'm struggling with making a world map, island-based campaign. What's a good program? Both free.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it.
I want to say the people that make Dungeon Draft have a overworld map program, and I used it for a novel, and then I didn't put it in the novel, but I did use it, and I drew up the map, and then I was like, I don't want this in the book because I'm gonna.
Yeah, Wonder Draft.
Yep.
Freaking great. It's not free though. It's a one-time payment, not a subscription, which is nice. Right. You ever used Incarnate before?
Is that that's the free vector program, isn't it?
Maybe.
No, that's Inkscape. Incarnate something.
Incarnate. Yeah, if I remember correctly, they have. That one's free. Yeah, it is free. Oh, it's not free. I don't know. I don't use it. It's called Incarnate, and then there's Wonder Draft. I really like Wonder Draft. I think it does a great job. Incarnate's really good too, because you can actually do both battle maps and world maps.
Okay, Dungeon Draft says that's a.
You gotta color that. That's the swamp terrain. You gotta add water to it, right?
Yeah.
Well, here, do me a favor. Grab the water tool and put a little water over there. And what's it look like?
I know.
Water.
What it looks like.
Wonder Draft? Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna be too much money. Or are you talking about Incarnate? I think Incarnate.
Well, both of them, I think. Dungeon Draft's only around 30, 40 or something like that, and imagine Draft's the same way.
I still have my login code for Incarnate. Oh my gosh, I remember this math. That's too funny. Yeah, I almost had a pro subscription back in the day.
Do you use a lot of overworld maps?
Yeah, I make a bunch.
Really? I just, or not yet. I'm saying it's something that'll happen. I've just never been in a position where
Actually, I'll be 100% honest. First of all, I like the swamp terrain underneath the water. That looks a lot more. I'm building one for Plaguebound right now. A world
Are
map.
you?
Yeah.
Very nice. Mic settings need adjusted. Just keep getting cut off. If is that why my squirrel didn't?
Well, Glee, it might be my fault. I'm pretty loud and obnoxious. I keep interrupting. I'm sorry.
For
I'll
terrible
try
guest.
to be nicer. Terrible guest. gain is too high.
My gain is too.
Yes, no, I'm not sure. Twice Dead Mage, I love both. I think that a good tabletop RPG has a little bit of both. Outdoor exploration's a lot of fun, and it can be very enjoyable to do.
Hey,
And
quick
dungeon crawling
question.
has a place too. Go ahead.
On a limiter, the threshold, up or down, make it better. That's a terrible question. Negative decibels. Does that mean it's gonna cut out sooner, or let more sound in, or is this a Dan question?
That's a Dan question.
Dang it.
Dan sets up my stuff for me.
I could never
I do,
keep this
so that's why I
straight.
do the world building and all the DMing stuff. Grimwood's saying down upper.
What? Down upper.
Grim, down upper.
That's both ways.
That's
High, you have decibels. What are these sentences?
They're
What if
words.
I just turn the limiter off?
Yeah, it might be better.
How does that work?
I mean, you're a pretty quiet person. You probably don't need. I need a limiter.
Well, I think the limiter might be what cuts it off too soon.
It can. You're doing a direct feed, or are you doing? Yeah. So I can't even tell you because I hear you loud and clear because I'm listening through.
Yeah, you're not getting the OBS. In D&D, I did 5e. If that's what you're at. Up to 2 times I ran it and then said I will never.
So now I'm curious, what version do you guys use for D&D? Specifically for Dungeons and Dragons. Not going to answer that question. So Dungeons and Dragons, the last one I played technically was 5th edition. I have done some 2 and 3.5. And right now I'm doing a lot of Pathfinder 2nd edition, Brady. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like my beard. Appreciate that. It's really
So
long.
wait, do you want to put the whole thing on water?
No. Water around it. I actually like the idea. I was gonna say let's do like planks that go over water spots. That's like all like, and do some like muck and mire and some swamp trees and swamp plants. Brady, I'm one of those weirdos that likes to read every single system I can get my hands on, whether I'm gonna like it or not. By the way, I like that water. That was nice and dark. You didn't like it.
I did it.
Oh, you did backwards. Okay. BX is pretty fun.
Wait, if I...
She loves some good much and mire. I think she meant muck, but
Deep color is what we want.
yeah, the deep color. Yeah. I almost want to do like where there's like a little bit of land up on around the building, and this is up to you. I'm just throwing stuff out there, but you can almost make it look like the dirt's been mounted around the building, so like the building has been, they've taken some of the mud and dirt to make the building a little higher here, and then you put like the water around it with some beards going over.
Does that look like toxic waste or does that look like swamp?
Is there a difference?
Yeah.
It looks a little toxic wasty.
I was saying, does this look like it goes in Fallout or does it look like it goes in Fantasies?
Ah, that definitely has a Fallout feel. It's almost like the shallow color green needs to be more. You can pick custom
Less than-
colors too. Thank you, Glee. I appreciate that. I want her as a player. Sometimes this is my problem with maps. This is why sometimes I really love doing Theater of the Mind. Is you ever have a player that just gets like so focused on the map?
I have players that like to, speak everything.
Yeah.
And, a lot of times it'll be a good fun. They'll be like, well, this looks like that. This looks like that. Be glad you have a map to look at. Oh, yeah. Grimwood Games over there. He felt so bad. He made a comment. I didn't even think about it. He's talking about there was a dead end in an office building they were in. after the stream. He's like, I didn't mean to say that, man. It was a good man. I didn't. Like, what are you even talking about, man?
Well, that's the different. There's like different groups that have like some groups do amazing with theater of the mind, and other groups they need that detailed map that has the perfect like ratios and stuff, which is fine. I mean, both are great, but sometimes my players get stuck on it. They're like, "Well, wait a minute, I see a rock over here." I'm like, "Yes, there's a rock there."
Also, I can't blame them. Sometimes some of these are hard to tell what they are. They can look. They can just interpret it totally different. Like, oh.
Exactly.
All right, so
Did you pick your water yet, or you give up?
I think I like this water. Kind of dark, a little less radioactive looking.
I like that. So if you make little pools and then like, it's like cut out and spots where there's earth and muck, and they put a little grass, maybe a little long grass growing.
Yeah, cool. Actually, what if we do? What if we have?
East Gillum's got a question for you.
Okay, we can make a path. You all have a lot of assets here, or are you using what comes with it? I have a handful, but they're like small ones. I got Scorched and Burnt, which I haven't even used yet. It's just turned on. Birdie Biomes, I don't think I've used. I haven't used the Ghibli pack. The Mog flooring system, I think I've used that. The bakery, Scront's little assets here. I've used the bakery, the carts and crates.
East Gillum's reinstalling right now because of us.
I use I like to use very small focused asset packs because usually if you go to Google and you look up Dungeon Draft assets, no matter how you search for it, you will get redirected toward, is it Forgotten Kingdoms or Lost Kingdoms?
Forgotten Realms?
Forgotten Realms, something like that. And it's this ginormous...
Forgotten Adventures?
I don't know. It's this ginormous asset pack you can get. Patreon. You just pay for it once and you can get everything. And Forgotten Adventures. And it's a bazillion assets, but man, it is so clunky. Bogs everything down so bad.
Now, so in argument with you...
0 out of 10. Don't recommend. There's no other...
I'm a patron supporter, so I'm going to argue with you. Forgotten Adventures just released, I think it was like November. They redid all their packs so that they were smaller and they load a lot quicker. But it is still a lot, and there's so many really good packs on cartography.assets.com. I think that's what it's called. Just look up cartography assets.
Yeah, it's like I already found it.
They have, they did fix the new packs. Fix that a lot. Yes, they did. But the Tom Kartos is also another really good one to check out. His packs are decently sized, and you can get different sizes. But there are free ones if you're not publishing your maps. Tiger is a fantastic one that's on Cartography Assets. I like his stuff, and they work well. Tom Kartos, yeah, I think that's what it's called. I'll look it up. Yeah, Tom Kartos. Map making. He has assets and stuff.
He's like getting back to the map here. Sorry to cut you off. Like, here's the path up to the thing. Do they need an exit? They can go off behind it to another map?
Yeah, so I was thinking that you would put like the little blobs. Let me see. How do I explain this to you? So like the back end is like fully, you can go out and do stuff. I want to see some trees with squiggly land spots. Yeah, that's exact squiggly land spots. What your wife said. Squiggly land spots. Did you want them trapped there? I mean, that would be kind of cool too.
No, I just... I was wondering, like, one draw, because like the group I GM'd for, every single time, Cat Lord, if you're here, you know who I'm talking about because it's you. Every single time they wanted to go to the edge of the map and see where else it went. Like, is there an edge here? Can I go? I got in the habit of, like, if I drew something like this, I would just make a border like this. So you're completely surrounded. You can go nowhere.
We did it to you, Darren. Nuts. I wanted to go.
And then one time they went to one place. It was the second campaign where they warped to different places, and they warped in the middle of a snowstorm, and I had like 4 different maps. Okay, you know, depending on which side you walk off to, you're going to go to another map, and they would just cycle and loop through them, kind of like the Lost Zelda games and stuff.
Hey, yeah, I love that. That's fantastic. So go down to your land bridge. Make a water path through your land bridge that's all sloppy. Now put some boards across that.
All right.
Or planks or logs. Something big enough like you can almost get like a hand cart past, maybe. But you could definitely walk across, right? Yeah, use a table. I love it. That's a big table. You can always make it smaller, right?
Oh, I thought.
Because that's. Oh, I mean, I see what you're saying.
You use it like it's wood, but.
I feel you. That's great. I was picturing like they were flat tables there that were broken. What you making? Hi, Zaxania. Thank you for stopping in. We're making a tavern/saloon in a cursed swamp. And honestly, we're just hanging out and having fun while we do this. I enjoy being with Scrat.
We're giving the new GM a lot of that playing 5e.
If y'all in a Discord call, Jacob, you could do a whiteboard activity to visually communicate. You're correct, Glee.
That's what we had to do the other day in Glee.
Did you?
Yeah. I forgot what. I think was that with our little Wednesday night game group. Because see,
cool.
When I say game group, I'm talking about video games, and we usually try to pick something kind of crafty survivally where there's some base building, because Glee really loves building the base.
Oh my gosh, my wife and her need to hang out.
Yeah, so
that's my wife's
we were
style.
playing Planet Crafter, and it got so out of hand. She was like, "All right, we got to get the whiteboard out and figure out where we can put all this stuff."
Dude, I should probably do that with my wife. She's so good at that stuff. I'm just like, yeah. Did you guys ever do like Ark Survival together?
We tried. That game is such a mess.
It is such a mess.
It's pretty awful.
What are you, Enshrouded?
So I'm waiting for that one to get developed a little more. Yeah, that is on our radar.
I haven't touched it, but I have it for both of us when we're ready. So you'll have to let me know.
We've been doing Planet Crafter, which is a little outside the norm there, but it's
I don't
pretty
know. I
interesting.
don't know that one.
What was another one? There was one about masks.
Michelle loved art. Now, mind you, we ran on a private server.
Well, we did too. We set all that up, and I spent hours upon hours modding it, as well as tweaking all the ini files to just get everything fine-tuned. And
Soul Mask,
yeah, that one looked a lot like Conan, which she enjoyed. They have made some decisions. So we're like, all right, well, let's just see how that one pans out. The decisions being like Ark, where they're like, hey, let's release DLC while we're still in early access.
Oh. See, Soul Mask looks fun.
It's a lot like Ark in the way that it requires layers and layers of crafting. Yeah. See?
But I like the layers and layers of crafting.
Grounded, that's what I was thinking of.
Grounded's so good.
That was a good game.
Michelle and I had to turn it off though.
Uh-oh.
The giant spiders got her.
Well, you can turn the spider option on. So they're just like little white balls.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I remember it terrified us because this wolf spider, we were going through the grass.
Oh man, wait till you see the infected broodmother. That was such a fun. It's a stupid fight, but it's really cool how they.
Yeah. That was a good game. They scared Jacob. Yeah. I jumped. You yelped too.
That kills me. Like, people, they'll get boogered out about the spiders, but it's like, you played Skyrim. The spiders in that game were horrifying looking.
Yeah, but I think it's the fact that like you're tiny. Like you know what I mean? Like I think
guess.
it's the mental. Glee, what'd you think of New World? I love No Man's Sky.
I try to get. Everything feels so shallow in that game. I want to like it, and I have
It
put
was
some
extremely
hours.
shallow. It's fun to play with other people though.
I could see that. That was a good chill. No.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's just a chill game.
Art.
All right, now we
Carnage.
gotta get some plants.
You're talking to us. Yeah. Hey boy.
I can't tell. I can't see your plants.
What is going on here?
So I don't know what V Rising is.
Overrated.
Overrated.
World Tour. Yeah. Also, I think New World got a huge overall recently.
I didn't touch it. Oh hush, V Rising is great. Is what Gleeful said.
It was very close to being good, like really good, but it was just.
It's Vampire Diablo with castle building. I mean, that sounds like a good time to me. I love Diablo 2.
That was so.
V Rising is my phone company. Verizon rising prices. Do you ever put anything under the water?
Yeah, I've done that. Rocks and stuff.
Yeah.
Figured it'd be kind of hard to see with as dark as I made it, though.
Yeah, but what I like to do is to add color to your you don't have to put that under there, but
I was just saying outlook.
yeah, is you could that looks cool. You could take a different terrain brush
Mm-hmm.
and go underneath the water and add so it adds like texture, so it looks like there's like spots that dip and
Yep.
go up and stuff.
Absolutely.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I was just throwing stuff out there.
Oh, how about some lily pad?
Giant lily pads.
Big old lily.
Put some lily flowers, swamp puppies. You're referring to crocodile or alligators, correct?
Hey, that could mean something else, too. Since nobody's snickering out. Went
I
over
wouldn't either.
everybody's head.
Because I think of swamp dogs, or no, swamp donkeys. That's what I call deer. Swamp donkeys.
I have like the silly thing.
You could make a pile where like a beaver started working or something.
Put it under the bridge.
Yeah. Why not, right? One random flower. It's always hard. So whenever I'm building on these programs, you're definitely like trying to find what works and feels good. You do a lot of this like clicking and selecting.
Mm.
Put a giant centipede in the water for the kids or for the lulz. Apparently, I'm having a hard time reading tonight.
See if anybody notices that in the water.
Put it under the water. It's a conversation piece. That would be fun.
I think all my plants are up there.
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah.
a rocks? Yeah.
Rocks. Couple flowers on the lily pads. Make them white. Or do you like pink?
The whole thing.
That used to be, if anybody asks about it, that used to be on a roof. A sunken chest, I know. Gleeful, I like that idea. I just want to make it where it's like half like sunken, where it's at an angle. Do you have any like angled chests?
Probably not. I've definitely thrown some sunken chests at her in the door.
Orange and yellow lilies in your pond. You have a pond, Scrat?
Well, tiny one. And
Do
I
you
have a
aerate it?
turtle that comes by and hangs out for like 3 or 4 months, and then he leaves.
Is it a painted or box or
Is
what
it
kind of
what?
turtle?
Oh, just a slider, yellow belly slider.
9x11 fish pond. What do you got in there? Like goldfish?
Leaves mostly.
Leaves mostly. You guys don't freeze down where you're at, so you probably don't have to aerate the water or anything crazy like that.
Well, it's got a waterfall in here. But we don't have to like turn it off and bring the pump and everything. So.
Yeah.
We're supposed to, but yeah, we don't.
They're called catfish, I believe. Twice Dead Mage.
I keep forgetting his name. Yeah, it is a catfish. You can have
I'm one of those.
a hatch
what is that?
underground.
Oh yeah, I mean you could.
I don't know. But one thing, say this is what always gets me, like when you put something in Dungeon Draft, it's like, oh, it's moving and it's wobbly. That's so cool. But when you export it, you don't get that effect. Been restoring it, put in waterfall and read it. And parrot feather.
Yeah.
You planted parrot feather twice.
The turtle threw off her fish plants. Yeah, turtles do that. He was
Like
happy.
the turtle.
Yeah.
The turtle is spoiled rotten. Like I said, he showed up one year, and then I spoiled him, and then he went off, buried himself somewhere, never did the mating thing, and then he came back like at the exact same time the next year, and was just even worse being spoiled. Like whenever I go out to feed the birds, he will crawl out of the pond and follow me. I would walk the turtle around the yard.
I love it. You if you get friendly enough, you could slap a little nail polish on his back, and that way you can keep track of who he is.
Good.
Just like a little dot. He chases the cats. That's
He did.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. When we were little, my mom would catch a turtle every spring. We did a lot of boating and fishing, and my mom would catch a turtle every spring, and we would keep it till winter. It was a really cool experiment. And we'd see them again at the creek. It was really cool.
I have a groundhog too.
I've seen pictures of your groundhog.
I hope she was turning pretty gray last year, so
I'm not sure. I wonder what their longevity is.
like 3 years, and she's been here for 2. So
Oh yeah.
she might have already been past her expected 3.
Did she have babies?
She did last year.
Yeah.
We only saw the one, and I think that's because the other ones grew up and left, and that one she couldn't quite get rid of.
I love the plants, by the way. You're doing a great job. She had a great retirement, at least.
She did. She got her peanuts. Like she'd poke her head out whenever I was outside feeding everybody. She was about to get something. Friday she would get almonds. Then I learned that she loved peanut butter.
Oh yeah. So you and I are different, and that's okay. I may or may not trap them. And peanut butter is the best trap when you catch them. Here's the thing, though. I have horses, and I can't have them in my pasture because they make holes, and I don't need horses with broken legs are bad.
Bad.
So I remove them from my property.
But I hate horses, so groundhogs are my best friend.
So, Scrat, I appreciate doing these chats with you, buddy. I'll catch you later. No, I'm just kidding. No, actually, so what's funny is I came to the marriage with 2 kids, and she came with 2 horses, and I think the horses are harder.
Yeah, I can't
I'm
stand
not
them. So
lying,
my granddad, he was my dad's dad. He was the horseman. Like people from miles around would come to him. He knew horses, and he was so good with them. I didn't get 1 ounce of that blood. I hate horses so much, and I've had to take care of them a few times. I hate these things.
No, I like the horses. They're cool. But they're expensive.
Very expensive.
I've built a good relationship with the horses we have now. When I first came into the marriage, the horses my wife had they were moody, and I didn't like it. She got kicked while we were dating. I was over there helping her, and she was giving them their deworming medicine because you deworm them a couple times a year, and she freaking got kicked. I was like, no, I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
We never made it to the dating phase, but the girl I was talking up getting to that point, and then I found out she liked cut it dead short. Nope.
Michelle's worth it. Horses are really beautiful. They are really dumb, and they're too big for their own good. They're like dealing with 3-year-olds that have giant muscles.
They're so finicky and
Moody.
pathetic. Like they take so much care, and it's like, come on, man, you're 10 times the size that I am, but like if I look at you wrong, you die.
They're so dramatic. So that depends. We have one horse. I swear he'll go through anything. But we had a horse once that cows are greater than horses. I mean, as one who's also raised cows, I like the cows a lot. I miss my cows. The horses are dealing with
Actually, before you get started on the story, while I'm talking about hating horses, if your wife is still here, that whole bit in Bashkim being very disgruntled about his horse and not liking them, that was right from the heart. That was why I put that in there. It's just like I wanted a reason to say horses are stupid.
He's probably listening. I love what you got going on here. I almost want to put a little bit more earth on the other side, just a little bit.
Delete some of the water.
Yeah, on the other side of no, go to the other side. Like maybe put a little bit by the plants over there on the right. And then down. Hi, Michelle. Just like maybe just a little bit, just to add a little bit of upland, so it's not so uniform looking.
That's good.
I don't trust horses. Twice Dead Mage, you are correct. You should never trust a horse, ever. They're big, beautiful creatures, but boy, they're scary. I think that's why my wife likes me. I'm a big, beautiful creature, but I'm scary. Yeah, I like that. A little ununiform, you know? And then we gotta figure out some trees, too. But I'm loving this.
Yeah, some trees, some tall. Throw some more rocks in. Heck, there's the rocks, right?
Yeah. A couple rocks. Maybe a boulder on the swamp edge where people propose at the swamp. No, you're a bull. Thank you. I am a bull. I appreciate that. Give you the horns. Why does it always gotta sound so bad? This is why Dan loves me. This is why he keeps me around. Because I say stupid stuff like that. Alright. That's a nice rock.
Figured about.
What kind of plants? Mushrooms. Mushrooms. That's what we're after. Oh my gosh. Dead branches and mushrooms.
Like mushroom. Yeah, the vanilla mushroom.
Twice Dead Mage. It's because they're like coyotes. Some dogs are prey animals. Well, all dogs are prey animals. Some give off that vibe. Our horses hate some dogs and love others. Creeping plants and vines, Gleeful says.
Yeah, we'll put some of that over the.
Oh, loving the mushrooms. Yeah, the mushrooms. That's you know what I love about mushrooms? They can bring such a unique, vibrant color to a swamp. You know. And they taste good.
I've said it a few times in the videos, I think, but I'm a sucker for mushroom characters.
Oh yeah.
Fantasy races and stuff that are mushroom people. I'm going to be playing one in Dave's campaign for Plaguebound.
The horse's name was Satan?
From over there, I thought I said Satan, parentheses, the horse was named after my great-grandma. I was like, wow!
7 dogs in a day? Oh my gosh, that hurts some murder. Whew. That just gives me anxiety.
Big old mushroom.
You can play as mushrooms in Pathfinder. It's pretty cool. When I think of a swamp, water, muck, mire, downed trees, mushrooms, vines. rotting corpse.
Ooh, under the water.
Yeah, yeah. I almost want to do it in one of the ones in the back. Yeah, Grimwood Games says skulls. Like one of these, like
It is a cursed
spot.
swamp.
It is a cursed swamp.
Spotted in it.
We could make it a flaming swamp with ROUSs in it. Rats of unusual size.
Well,
Please say you know what that's from.
I feel like I should. I've heard it before.
Chat, help me out. Come on. I think that was already taken. You're right, Michelle, it was. You know what, Scrat? You could put a couple plants over the dead body. Like, so it's like just some of the legs are sticking out or part of the head. It's my least favorite movie, Lee says. Inconceivable.
The same thing is, I'm always hesitant to put something like a dead body in there, because now you have to use that. What if it's something that GM didn't want?
But if you put plants over it and it's just like a piece of the body, it's like a mystery. But you're right, don't put a body in, that's fine. You're right. You're absolutely right. Yeah, I mean, so what I would do with this map is I would make it in Foundry and I would make the dead body a tile. And then when I sell it, I would have a clickable link at the top right for the GM to click it to have the body be there or not be there.
Yep.
And that's the way I like designing things.
So many pink.
You're getting pinged and stuff?
Yeah, but it's Glee was the only important one.
Attaboy.
Like, line that up. Look.
I like that. Oh, that's cool.
You know, it'd be really cool. Check this out. Right there.
Oh,
And then we'll find a tree to put right there.
Now you're tying it in. You're almost like a professional, man.
Wow! Can't even get that one half in the water.
Yeah.
Oh, well, sorry. The high branches are in the water, too.
Oh, you can't have that. Glee, he speaks very highly of you. So what you can do, well, I'll let you do your thing.
We could just put it back here and it looks like it's in a frame.
Absolutely. I like both.
What were you going to say, though?
No, you're doing great, man.
That tree's dead, though.
Double the asset. That's exactly what I was going to say, Glee.
Oh, yeah. I see.
You need a crow or a vulture.
You could have done that, Glee. Good idea. Have any more? Well, actually, do we want any of the trees to have leaves, or do we want them all to be naked? 'Cause we got plants that are doing things.
I think you're gonna have to have both naked and clothed trees. Preference is naked, but you know, to each his own.
Family friendly stream. Her clothes on.
I was talking about the trees, man.
Anyway. Okay, now I'm using the Ghibli pack. I think that's what
it looks like, yeah. So you could do. Oh, actually, if you want to go back to those, grab a couple of small ones. You could do that same kind of tree, and slap a couple of those small ones on the edges, so it's like a dying tree. So scroll down towards the tree, and if you hold on, move your mouse to the tree that you already have there, the dead tree, the naked tree.
Oh, yeah.
And if you put one like to the left at the edge of the branch, so it's like one side is dying and one side still has life. You ever seen like a tree that's like half dead?
Yep. Could do that.
It's up to you. I mean, ooh, I like that, Dead Mage. Did you see what he said?
A lone tree on the water with an undead hangman tied to the branches. We did have like some. But I don't. Throw him in the water.
Plunk. Grimwood wants you to color some leaves brown.
Yeah. That I don't have a body angled right, like they're hanging.
From a tree. Yeah. But that's where you have descriptions. Broken barrels along the side of the tavern, or at least on the backside. Like they threw broken furniture or barrels outside.
Skull by that tree.
You would if you had... It's Grimwood. You would if you had Forgotten Adventures. Just saying. It's true. They have a ton of assets. Oh, man, that's cool. That's cool. He's like... Everybody in the bar knows he's there, right? In the saloon?
Yeah.
And, and sometimes they go out and they give him drinks.
And sometimes they'll move the skeleton and then the next day it's back.
And that's why we're DMs. Got to do some more mushrooms, some more planks, some wood. The tavern could be named after the gallows tree, the hanged man's last spear.
Poultry.
Ooh, I like that. In the water? Mm. Yeah. Then you can have one above water with a bunch of mushrooms coming out of it.
Yeah.
Hey, tell Mel we said hi, man. Grimwood, have a good night. Enjoy time with your wife. Wives are cool.
You do need to do one of these. On.
That would
Have
be
the
fun.
GM circle. See, what happens, we'll get enough people talking, and I was telling Glee earlier, like, I'm just going to sit there and shoot bugs and deep rock or something. Everybody else does the actual entertaining. I'll be the, what'd you call it, Glee? The subway surfer on the side that's just there to look at.
I try to give you your space to talk. I know I'm loud and obnoxious. You do a great job.
My mic's cutting me off anyway. I shoot bugs.
You playing by yourself or with others?
Yeah, I recently modded it all up for player. So. I mean,
Nice.
it works. Friday night I play with Cat Lord and a couple other people using the same mods. It's just there's a lot more bugs, but they have less health, and your ammo reloads or the ammo pod you call down, are almost free, but like that does not make it easy because you have to find room to reload.
Yeah. So I think that would be a fun challenge. That looks great. Mushrooms coming out. You're doing a great job, Scrat.
Wow. Big mushroom. Big one. Look like they might be coming out of it.
Oh, yeah. Kind of, you get them right. There you go. Look at you all zoomed in.
Yeah, I say when you export this, sometimes you lose a lot of that. It just becomes a blob.
Yep. Well, what do you export it at? What?
I don't know. The last one I did 140,
Whoa.
140 pixels. I do.
Oh, I do like 200,
Oh, yeah.
250. I once made a gallows tree a mini boss. The undead druid on its branches controlled it into a rampage across town. The wild judge was fun to DM. That
does
is
sound pretty
fantastic. That would fit great in nuts.
Everything fits
Just saying.
nuts. Because it's the best system.
I mean, We're not there yet. We'll get there. We'll get there.
What, do I need more rules, more skills, more crunch?
No. I just haven't been able to test it fully.
I gotta try walnut mode, full campaign
That's-
and everything. I say that,
what
but I
I
don't
do.
even think we're going to be using walnut mode for the campaign. We're gonna.
No.
I don't know. I mean, I guess I'll ask the room, get everybody together, how they want to play and progress. But I mean, the campaign's only going to be like 3 months, right?
Something like that.
Yeah. So walnut mode's kind of meant for much
Long,
longer.
like years.
You can use peanut just fine.
Out of pocket question.
All right, let's go.
Michelle does says it needs more playtesting. That's just because she wants to have it ran more on the channel.
I just don't want to become a hog. Taking all
A
below
mushroom-covered
water.
log looks like a wet thing that fell on the floor and has picked up all the gunk that lives under the couch.
Yeah. I
So
also made them all below water.
Oh, did you? Oh,
Fixed them.
Zach Zaney is great.
You can make it even uglier if you want.
What resources would you all recommend about fairy tales close to Eastern Europe?
You know, Humble Bundle had a deal not too long ago that was full of. They sold it as a tabletop thing, but none of the books were about tabletop. It was just random lore. It's
My
already.
wife might be able to answer this question though, because I don't know fairy tales from Eastern Europe very well. She might know. She knows all kinds. Whenever I have a question about something like that, I'm like, "Hey, honey, where do I get this information?" She actually might know some. I put her on the spot. So when you ran Tricube tables, see what I did there?
I did.
I love that. Every time you do it. So first of all, anybody who's listening, it's called Tricube Tales.
Oh yeah,
It's,
but before you start, let me read off what Zadmar put in my channel server. And for those of you who don't know, Zadmar is the one who made Tricube. That I actually started pondering the idea of a Tricube Tables supplement, a book filled with useful tables similar to those in the solo rules. The best part would be listening to you trying to talk about it in a video without mixing up tables. He hates me.
He hates me. Twice Dead Mage. If you type in @Michelle Seward, she will come. She's in chat because she's a supporter.
What were you about to say about Tricube?
No, oh, she's still putting the little ones to bed. That's why she's not responding. I've been slowly poring over the rules, just making sure I understand it. You mentioned a couple times in your videos there was something you got wrong while you were running it.
A few things, I think. As simple as it is, I managed.
What should I watch out for?
I think I got karma. I might have struggled with the karma just because I was thinking easy to fix, but the
That's
karma
easy to
you can
solve.
use. You use the karma, or no. The quirks is what I had trouble
Works.
because the player chooses when their quirk kicks in. That is entirely up to them. The GM cannot force the quirk, and the quirk increases the difficulty of the roll by 1. And if they use a quirk, excuse me, if they use a quirk and fail the roll, they will earn 1 karma. And if they use a quirk and pass the roll, they can choose between getting a karma point or healing 1 HP. I believe that's what I screwed.
We kept forgetting karma, and I think using it wrong. like when to get it, is what your wife said.
That was easy to. We had a lot of trouble farming.
I think I made my guy colorblind in that game.
But that was, I think that's how the quirks work. And then I remember in the stream, we were talking at the end. I was wondering why you would want to turn an affliction a quirk, but that's like a long-term play thing. I don't even know if I brought that up in the video.
Good, because I've been pouring through it, just making. It's gonna be one of those things where I feel like I'm not gonna do justice of what the system's supposed to be.
It's like, I don't want to say, oh, there's nothing to it, because that makes it sound like a, just a people's system, but like that's kind of the beauty of it. It's so, there's just a few rules, but that actually covers everything you need to do.
Right, and I think I'm over complicating the simplicity of it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, that's what happened to me too. I kept looking for more answers, and that is all there is.
All right, we gotta put some. What do you put mushrooms along the building?
I was thinking, but they don't look etched. Excuse me.
Is Twice Dead Mage in your Discord?
Yes.
Okay, because I might have Michelle. Is Michelle in your Discord?
No.
Bruh.
I know she acts like she's a fan and friend.
What?
Thing,
yeah, no, that I'm hearing some nonsense right now. Whispering Mage yesterday said, I finally got Tricube tables. I didn't see that.
Everybody picking on me. Oh, here's some of these. This is what I was looking for there.
Oh, yeah, you gotta have some of those. Yeah. Cattails.
Cattails.
They harvest those. Those are some of the food they harvest, the tubers. And,
natural grown corn dogs.
They're delicious.
All right, now I know this wasn't crazy. What was I looking for?
Oh, I was thinking some broken barrels and chairs thrown on the side of the building. I keep pointing with my mouse, like you're gonna see where I'm pointing. That's where I'm at right now.
Covered stuff.
We need to fix some things. ... If she's referring to my boys, I'm assuming they broke something tonight. Hey, there's some moss covered stuff. There we go. Yeah, I like that. That's gonna fit real nice.
Somewhere. There's a couple stumps. They're gonna have to get off here in a couple minutes.
Oh man, sorry.
Yeah, it's already 8 o'clock. I'm
Jesus,
just
no,
goodbye.
I mean, 9 p.m. if you're a normal person.
Ah. Oh, here we go. We just put a whole mammoth out here.
That's too good.
Snail. Big snail. Oh, you know what? No. We can put this tiny little snail.
Oh, I love that. I like those little Easter eggs too, because it can create kind of fun moments for your players to dive into.
You know what? This tavern doesn't.
Yes, that's what we're missing.
Little pocket out here.
Well, we could do an outhouse.
Yeah.
You should put the out. If you do an outhouse, you should put it by one of the swamp holes. And then
Just have like a where shouldn't be about the loading area, did it? What do we think? West, east, or south end?
I was thinking northeast.
Here.
But like maybe you could do a door out the back.
I think
Like
that's what I meant.
yeah, a little door, because it actually seems funny. There's only one entrance, but this is just the pooper door.
But anyway, this is what we have. One square, is that all you need?
That's
Yeah.
perfect. That's 5 by 5. That's tight in there, but you'll make it work.
Kind of have this thing behind it, like the door will be on the opposite end.
It's disgusting. No, it's part. Wait.
Well, no, I mean I'm gonna put it somewhere else, but yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
That was the decorate.
Decorating.
Fairy tales. Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga, yeah. Well, because I was thinking there's like the Russian fairy tales from Skazki of Polovi. But Polish fairy tales are fun.
I like cryptids. Those are fun.
Yeah. This is a Baba Yaga. I believe there's an adventure path in Pathfinder First Edition where you actually go after the Baba Yaga.
Yeah, that's just a plank of wood we could.
That's a plank of wood right there.
Yeah, we could do that instead of a table.
So what you could do too, if you do that, is you can like throw it in Photoshop that you don't have access to, and put little like nail holes in it. So it's like you could like literally nail boards together and stuff like that.
Fancy.
I know. I probably do too much when I do these maps. That's why my wife said I should start listing them online. I've commissioned a couple, and I've put a couple up on.
The more detail you put in your map, the more you're giving them to criticize and get onto.
Awesome.
Whole
Man, you've done a lot of good Oh, that's not a bad idea.
Didn't make it.
Well, what if you put like the broken, half in, half out? Zaxania just realized it's Scrat's live stream. Make sure you follow Scrat if you haven't already, and like the stream, all the good stuff. Let's make this man big.
Yeah. Big leg. Plants growing up.
It's still snowing out. Bring out the snow. I am subscribed. Thank you, Zach Zania, for subscribing. You know, unsub and do it again. Glee. So, what you could do too is you could make a map where it's like a flooded, and then a map where it's drained off but still swampy and stuff like that. I mean, we're making variants and stuff, right?
I do wish it's been a few times where I had the water rising and lower and against like in Zelda water temples, and
those are always a lot of fun to do.
That was my best map I did, according to my players. It was the first campaign. I had a little water temple. You have to do a little water raising them or something in the water that they couldn't see that was getting them.
I love that stuff.
Yeah. Good.
That's good. On our live streams, I know I run a lot of one shots, but I do enjoy some shots or like longer, because then you can really explore a lot of unique things as a group, and reward things, or reward exploration like that. 30-minute warning, Mr. Squirrel.
Yeah, I know. I need to hop off of here. Right. Matter of fact, yes.
We could wrap it up now because I gotta get up early anyways.
8 o'clock. Like an hour and a half is pretty good.
Yeah, I mean you got a lot done. I just sat here and talked.
I put some trees down.
It's looking good.
I don't get cursed vibes from it, but
not yet. Well, that's what I was thinking. Some more dead trees. I also, you could argue that the cursed is behind the from where all the poop went.
Or it could just be the saloon full of skeletons, dead patrons.
You can make it more cursey looking on the backside though. So it's like they're trying to keep it alive up front, you
Ooh.
know.
Yeah, no. If we had, could have is you got the dynamic vision on or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this behind the saloon's all obscure. Can't see. But they go in here and it looks normal, and then everything out here is kind of colorful and nice looking. And when they go behind it, it's just a tree.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Look at us. We're connecting mentally. Love it.
Yeah. Spooky.
That's fantastic. Will-o-wisps. Those could help. They're terrifying.
I say, and Foundry has some overlay you can use.
Absolutely.
Make it a little more spooky looking, or rain, or whatever.
Fog.
Yeah. Unassuming saloon in the middle of swamp. How not an obvious. Ooh.
Did you drink any water there, young man?
I took one sip. I'll take one more.
That's not water.
It is flavored water.
Okay. All right. Look, I'm
Carbonate
drinking out of a big old Nalgene bottle.
Wow.
1,000 milliliters.
Lee says my audio struggled again. Well, I don't know what to tell you. I see. Oh, I don't even quite hit the yellow. That's not good. Should be hitting the. We're gonna fix this at the end of this.
Well, Scrat, as long as you'll have me on again. I know I'm a bit obnoxious and loud, but I appreciate you letting me be here. And I'd like to do this again with you. Keep working on this stuff. I do have some ideas when we're ready, but I'll keep working on this one.
Ideas for another map or other things
Of
to
course.
do?
Yeah, maps.
Okay.
Will there be a turtle? Absolutely, there'll be a turtle. Maybe even a beaver.
Go for a beat. But I like turtle.
Turtles.
Do I have a snail? I have to
That's
go get an asset pack. Just nothing but turtles.
You know, maybe Scrat, what we'll have to do is we'll have to co-DM run something on this map to make it
How does that
live.
even work? How do you have 2D? Like, I know it's a thing, but
Dan and I do it.
really? I could
Yeah.
like turn the music on and off, switch tracks.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, honestly, though, having somebody run music with like sound effects and like making things change on the board while the other guy just tells the story is actually really cool.
You two considered a world building stream bouncing at. Yeah, I've thought about it. I don't know if Jacob has, but could definitely do it.
Scrat, I would love that. I tried to get my kids to do it with me, and they won't.
I mean, that's basically what we're doing here. We're just drawing a map while we do it, but then all the ideas are kind of central to it.
Yeah. I'll do anything. I love this kind of creative stuff and hanging out. And you got a great following. Like, all the activity in your chat is wonderful.
I'm famous. I have fans. It's crazy.
Is that how that works?
I don't know. I could probably have 1 million subs and I still know or accept it.
I had a guy in your chat today say that I was an amazing DM.
You did. I
was
bet
like,
he's
whoa.
even giving you money to
I
experience
actually,
that.
I feel bad. I hope they're not here, but I'm actually not sure who it is. Like, I feel like I should know, and I'm gonna have to look it up. But
Lee says we should connect off stream at Kesho Night. Those who don't know, Kesho Night book series that consists of 1 book so far.
I mean, a really good book that as soon as Avenue Studios has a hard copy, we are going hardcore into it. So,
Speaking of, I sent you all that snippet saying they were all under review. So I got an email saying I messed up.
oh no!
I put the ISBN number for the paperback was right, but the hardback one was the same as the paperback one. I forgot. I just copy pasted stuff. So it's no big deal. I just had to go adjust that. They're like, your ISBN in the book doesn't match what's on the file in the system. Oops.
Yes, Glee. Probably more than 1,000.
Yeah, I had to make my own system, like, to keep up with that stuff.
Now I'm curious.
It works pretty good.
I have notes all over the place, man. All over the place. Do you like electronic or handwriting?
Yeah, no, so I guess, I mean, real quick. So I looked at a bunch of different systems and tools, and it's like, okay, some of these look real good, but I'm paranoid. I don't know if they're going to be around forever. Like, what do I know is going to be around forever and can handle large amounts of data? Well, that would be Excel and Word. So I have a spreadsheet with some custom macros I made. And every time I make a character, if I make a location or a concept or a piece of technology, or these are just some ideas or thoughts, whatever, I have all these different categories. Add it to the list, I push a button, and it's like, what are you trying to add? And then I have all these drop downs I go through, fills it out, and it gives it an ID number. It makes me a Word document, and then I go fill out the Word document with everything I want, and then I can push another button in the Excel file that will scan that document and look for links, like things that I've mentioned in the Excel sheet. It looks for references, and it tags everything.
Oh.
And it keeps up, and that way it has a big map it's making of what's linked to what. So that way, if I'm like 3 books deep and I decide, I want to change this thing about dragons, does that mess anything up? I go to the dragon document and they show me everything that mentions dragons, and it generates me a list. And it's like, okay, you have to go check all these documents and make sure you're not conflicting with them, depending on what you're.
How long did it take to set that? We're gonna have to talk off stream because I legit have I have Google Drive that has a whole bunch of stuff. I have notepads on my computer with a bunch of stuff. I have literal this notebook right here at my desk is filled with stuff. I have notebooks over there filled with different. I'll shut up, but you get the point.
You could also just Obsidian, a markdown editor. It has some really awesome tools that would work great for that. But that's like, okay, is this going to be around in 5 years?
Obsidian you can download, from what I understand. So
it runs locally, but it's everything. All your files are just markdown files, which will be around till the world ends. But like Obsidian itself, how long is that going to be around? Whereas next week they're going to be like, okay, you got to pay us.
Oh, you think they could lock it out? Because you can use it offline, can't you?
Yeah. But I'm just saying,
I've
had programs before that I really liked, and they just appeared because they're like, we're not supporting this anymore. You're on your own. And then Windows will get an update, and then that program doesn't work anymore. You're just up the creek.
Yeah. Maybe I'll just stick with my paper notes. I'm just kidding. I need my secretary to go home and organize them all.
Yep. Just the first house I lived in was by myself. I took one room and said, this is going to be my writing room. And I painted all the walls flat white, so I could write on them. And I just had scribbles all over the wall.
Mental health is a charity. I love your wife. All right, stream. Thank you so much for allowing me to be part of the Scrat. You guys can find me over at Avenue Studios. We have a YouTube also.
That's right.
We do content also. Not as good as Scrat. Well, we do different stuff than Scrat.
They do streams. They actually know how to role play. See, I'm getting into a campaign as a player, and I don't know how to role play worth being.
You don't role play?
I mean, not good at it.
I mean, just doing it is being good at it, man.
I guess. I can't do anything serious. Everything I do is a joke. Like when I played Rex in that Pathfinder game.
Everything I try to do is serious, but never ends up being that way. Awesome. Well, thank you for letting me be here.
Yep. I'm gonna cut it off. So I will see y'all later. Like, subscribe, all that. Go pay Avenue Studios a visit. I should have put a link in the chat, but I didn't. Bye. Or the description, not the chat. One of the tales from elsewhere. Marcia was silly. Very silly. I was just being me. I didn't have to roleplay. I just played as myself.
Chat will keep you here forever.
That's true. Okay. I'm ending it. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, guys.